Finding a massive pearl worth millions should be a blessing, but what if that discovery destroys everything you hold dear, Kalin? That's the devastating reality at the heart of Steinbeck's masterpiece we're exploring today.
Pappy, the way Steinbeck takes this seemingly simple story and transforms it into a brutal commentary on society and human nature is remarkable.
You know what puzzles me most, Kalin? Steinbeck spent time in Mexican coastal villages studying pearl divers before writing this. He witnessed firsthand how these elaborate systems of exploitation worked, the pearl buyers operating as cartels, the way they manipulated prices.
Well, Pappy, that research shows through in how he portrays the social hierarchy. The way the white doctor refuses to treat baby Coyotito until there's a possibility of payment. It's heartbreaking, but feels so authentic. And
And speaking of authenticity, what gets me is how Kino's transformation throughout the story mirrors what Steinbeck observed about human nature under pressure. This proud, dignified pearl diver slowly becomes consumed by violence and paranoia.
the way his wife, Juana, serves as this counterpoint is fascinating, though, Pappy. She has this almost prophetic sense of the danger from the beginning.
You reached Rocky Mountain High, Kalin, and Steinbeck uses these incredible musical motifs to highlight their different perspectives. The song of the family versus the song of evil. It's like he's showing how we're all pulled between these competing forces of tradition and greed.
That's exactly, Pappy, what makes the ending so powerful. When they finally throw the pearl back into the sea, it's this moment of both defeat and defiance.
Well, you know what's interesting about that ending? In earlier versions of similar pearl legends that Steinbeck studied, the pearl diver usually dies. But Steinbeck chose to have Kina and Juana survive, though they lose their son, which makes the moral implications even more complex.
So, Pappy, what do you think Steinbeck was trying to say about progress and social mobility through this story?
That's such a crucial question, um, Kalin, because on one level, Kino's desires aren't unreasonable at all. He wants medical care for his son and education so Coyotito won't be cheated like he was, but Steinbeck seems to be suggesting that in a fundamentally corrupt system, even modest hopes become dangerous.
The way he weaves together colonialism, racism, and economic exploitation is remarkably sophisticated for 1947.
Right. And what's fascinating is how relevant these themes still feel today. When you look at modern debates about healthcare access, education inequality, and economic mobility, the Pearl feels like it could have been written yesterday.
Well, that's what makes it such a perfect parable, the way it can hold both the personal and the universal.
You know what stands out to me? How does Steinbeck build this incredible tension between hope and corruption? Every character who comes into contact with the pearl becomes transformed by it, and not in a good way. The priest suddenly becomes interested in Kino's soul. The doctor who refused to help now offers his services.
And the neighbors, the way they turn against Kino so quickly shows how society works to maintain its hierarchies.
Exactly. And what's particularly brilliant is how Steinbeck uses the pearl itself as this perfect symbol. It represents everything: hope, progress, opportunity, but also greed, corruption, and destruction. It's like he's showing us how these things are inseparable in an unjust system.
The way he manages to pack so much meaning into such a compact story is remarkable.
And you know what makes it even more powerful? The fact that Steinbeck wrote this right after World War II, when questions about power, justice, and human nature were particularly raw. He'd already explored similar themes in The Grapes of Wrath, but here he distills them into this incredibly concentrated form.
That historical context adds another layer to the story's impact.
Well, looking at it now, what strikes me most is how the pearl serves as this warning about the price of progress. It's not just about greed or corruption, it's about how systems of power can turn even our most basic hopes into weapons against us.
That's such a haunting way to think about it, Pappy, and maybe explains why this story continues to resonate so deeply with readers today.
Kalin discussing this has reminded me why this story has such staying power. It's not just the beautiful writing or the compelling plot, it's how Steinbeck manages to make us feel both the hope and the tragedy, the beauty and the darkness all at once. That's what makes it truly timeless.